So, everybody, please welcome Jessica Jeboult.
You got it. You nailed it.
What's up? You never said you actually hit a rock bottom, but you hit a lifestyle bottom. What technically is a lifestyle bottom? For what did that look like to make you say, "Hey, I have to stop right now"?
Rock bottom has a basement. Dug that out pretty quick when I got pregnant. By the way, I'm a lesbian.
Wait,
how does that happen?
Time out.
Funny sober. This is a podcast show. Funny sober.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Man, it's your boy Ronndell with two N's. We're finally sober. I am excited today. My business partner and producer found our guest today, and when I went and looked at what she's got going on, I was like, yes, right up my alley. This is what I need. This is who I need to talk to. Today's episode, man, we're joined by somebody that has completely redefined what it looks like to be booze-free, to live a booze-free life. She is an author, DJ, certified life coach, and the founder of the global community, A Sober Girls Guide. She's taken the doom and gloom out of recovery and replaced it with style. I love the way she does what she does. So everybody, please welcome Jessica Jeboult.
You got it. You nailed it.
What's up?
For a second there, I thought you were going to say booze free and bougie.
Oh, well, are you bougie?
I mean, sometimes I've been known. Yeah.
Well, I like to classify myself as like ghetto bougie. I like to do ghetto bougie stuff. You know.
Okay, love that.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but that's my jam. That is my jam. So before we get started, and I want to dive into your whole sobriety story, because when I was looking at your page, I was like, oh, this is dope. You got some dope stuff. First of all, I didn't know you're a DJ. Women history is
I'm retired.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No more DJ?
I'm very retired from that.
Oh, we're gonna get into that.
But I'll tell you why.
Please. We're definitely going to get into why that. But I want to get into your Sober Girls, A Sober Girls Guide. I want to get into Jessica. I want to know all about A Sober Girls Guide, what it is, what does it mean for women? How are you empowering the women to become sober and to stay sober and to be better versions of themselves? So yeah, I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, I mean, where should I start? Yeah, I mean, you kind of nailed it. I was a DJ. I was living in LA. I was up to all kinds of no good. Yeah, I mean, it feels like a lifetime ago, to be honest. I was basically paid to party. I was a DJ at all the pretty much like hot nightclubs in LA and West Hollywood. And that's a pretty like slippery slope because no one is saying no to you. And I think that is a really terrifying place to be in. And I can see and I can relate and I can empathize and really sympathize for people who come to LA who try and make it and try their hand at acting and get like a little bit of fame and all this stuff, and people think they know them and they don't, and they have really no idea what it's like in entertainment and what it's like growing up in that scene and just how toxic it really is. And again, I'm going to come back to saying this: there is no one there to say no to you.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can let your imagination run wild on what can happen when no one says no to you. It sounds awesome at first and super exciting. And then it just continuously gets bigger and badder and scarier. And yeah, things get out of control. And so that's exactly kind of what happened with me. I was in nightclubs every week. Again, everything at my disposal. I was getting violent. I know,
Wow.
like
Okay.
I look like this like little blonde, you know, mom. I'm not even a mom, but I look like a mom. Um now. But I was literally fighting anyone who would look at me wrong. Like, just like weird ass shit.
No
Just
way. You
oh
fighting?
yeah. Oh, totally.
Oh my God. I could, when
Yeah.
like just getting your aura, you don't seem like a fighter or anybody that gets angry, but
Yeah.
wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It was just like stupid knee jerk reaction. I mean, you also do really stupid things when you're like drunk and high, right?
True. 1000%.
Do the
One
stupidest shit. Hmm.
1000%. I totally agree. I used to live in LA as well, and I can resonate with what you're saying because, like you said, LA is one of the most darkest places that you can live in and be in, and people don't fully understand. They only see the glitz and glamour of LA, and they don't see the underbelly of LA, and the underbelly is a dark, dark place. And if you allow yourself to go down that slope of darkness, oh my God. I found myself in some of the sketchiest situations to where I was
Hmm.
just like, yes, you need to go back home to Atlanta because this
Yeah.
is not it. So, man,
Yeah.
that
It
is that is that
gets
is intense.
wild. It
That
gets
is
wild and it gets wild quick, right?
yes.
Especially, you know, with DJing, what really kind of, I guess, spearheaded and woke me up is like my anxiety, like my body was giving me nudges like many times, like, yo, maybe you shouldn't drink as much. Like, maybe you should stop doing drugs. Like, give it a rest. And then it started, I like to say the nudges turned into like drop kicks because it's like, oh, you're not getting the hint. Like, you're a slow learner. Cool, cool, cool. We're going to literally drop kick you. Okay. So, and that looked like physically not being able to show up to my job. And let me remind you, DJing is fundamentally very easy.
Yeah.
You're playing other people's music, right? Like you're switching between the songs, like no big deal. But when you have anxiety so bad, like I couldn't even stand still for that short amount of time to change and transition between songs. Like my hands were just like out of it. I felt, and if anyone has ever had anxiety this bad, like you literally feel like you want to crawl out of your skin. Like it's just horrible.
It
And
is.
so my drinking like really amped up to try and silence that, which I know sounds really stupid, but like it's kind of like a sick cycle, right? Like the anxiety is because you're drinking and hangover and the anxiety, but you also can't really function because you have anxiety. So the alcohol kind of numbs you out at the same time. It's like wiping your ass with a hoop.
Yo, come on. You're speaking to the masses right now. When I tell you, I
Yeah.
totally understand what you're saying. And so you didn't. So when I was doing my research, you never said you actually hit a rock bottom, but you hit a lifestyle bottom. What technically is
I
a
feel
lifestyle bottom for? What did that look like for to make you say, "Hey, I have to stop right now"?
if I told you a couple of things that happened, you would have been like, "Oh, that's it. That's
No,
the bottom."
I want you to tell me. Yeah, this is a safe
Yeah.
space.
So to anyone looking at me, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, like this is it. Like this is the time she's gonna stop." Rock bottom has a basement. Dug that out pretty quick. Um, you know, you think I would have been a little bit more cautious or stopped drinking when I got pregnant. By the way, I'm a lesbian.
Wait,
How does that happen?
time out, time out, time out. Wait a
Yeah,
minute. Wait a minute. Wait, what? You can't just skip over that.
yeah,
I mean, we know how pregnancy happens, but what?
mhm,
Wait, what?
yeah.
Please,
So,
please elaborate.
unfortunately, when I got drunk, I would literally hook up with guys, apparently. Wouldn't really remember it until, yeah, I ended up getting pregnant. I was also with my partner of 4 years. We were living together. And this is the stupid shit that you do. Like, this is just like a dramatic movie. Like, it's as I'm talking and explaining it to you, it sounds like a bad episode of like reality TV.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
embarrassing. It's embarrassing, but like also, yeah, like it happened.
Now, was there anybody in your corner? I'm guessing your partner. I mean, I
No, she
kind of
didn't
want to
love
ask,
it.
I kind of want to ask, like, how did that conversation come about to like, hey, FYI, I'm pregnant. Like, wait, what? You don't even like dudes. What the fuck? So, like,
Yeah.
was there a point to where your partner had to take a step and go, hey, Jessica, I can't fuck with you anymore because you're like this. And until you get better, sober, and take care of your own self, we can't even do this. I want to take a second, man, and take a look at my DMs, because a lot of you guys have been DMing me, asking me about some sobriety questions, and just want to, take a little gander real quick. All right, cool. So look, the first DM I pull up literally is, how do you reduce alcohol cravings? Like, how do you help, stop your alcohol cravings? And I'm glad you asked that question, man. This is a great tool to help, and it is called OR Health, OAR Health, and it is a company that provides an effective medication to stop the urge to drinking. All right, if you have any type of alcohol issues or drinking issues, this pill can help you subside those urges. It is FDA approved. Perfect for anybody that is trying to wean themselves off of alcohol use. Now, if you think this applies to you, go visit Our Health and type in the code SOBERAF to 710-710 and join the 50,000 other Our Health members that are trying to control their cravings. Now let's get back to finally sober.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's a thing, you water seeks its own level, right? So how was she going to reprimand me or hold boundaries when she didn't have boundaries herself, when she was doing the exact same shit? I mean, she wasn't like having sex with men, but she was drinking a ton and doing a ton of drugs too, and partying like really hard. So kind of like, you can't throw stones if you live in a glass house, honey.
Come on now.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I knew like that is not who I am. Like, that's not who I want to be, if we're going to be super transparent, I ended up having an abortion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like, that's not something that I want to be dealing with. Like, I don't know if it was the right thing or the wrong thing, but it was the thing that I did because I was just surviving in the moment. But I don't want to, like, who wants to live in survival?
No, 1,000%.
No.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Do you think that if you would have had the baby, maybe you would have stopped quicker? Maybe you would have like said, okay, I have to change now that I have this kid inside of me. Like, I have to change for the kid. Or do you think that you weren't ready to stop? That's why you got the abortion.
That's a good question. Not to be like super dark, but
no, you're good.
I don't think I would want to live if I had a kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And especially like that way, like, I love kids. I don't want them for myself. That's not how I want my life to be.
Sure, 100%.
And so I think about it sometimes, like, oh, I would have probably had to move home. Like, I'd probably have to move back in with my mom, or, that kind of, we know how that goes.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't be alive if that was the option.
Yeah. And that, hey, listen, I totally understand where you're coming from. Like, that is, I never, personally had to deal with that type of situation, but I've had to deal with situations like that to where it's like, yo, I don't need this right now in my life. Like, I really don't, you know what I mean? And I also was not ready to quit doing what I was doing to even remotely think about having a child, because my mind was so much on, how can I get my cocaine? How can I get drunk? Where can I go fuck? Where can I go do this? How can I I don't care about nobody. And that was the biggest thing when it came to my addiction, is that I didn't care about nobody else but me. Me mattered first, and then you mattered never. Like
Yeah.
you never, like y'all never.
You weren't even
mattered
on the totem pole of priorities there.
at all. You never mattered. It was only about me, and that is
Yeah.
that was a scary scary point. Now, would you say? And I like to, and you don't have to answer this question if you don't want to, but would you say you were an addict? Would you say you had an addiction? Would you say you had a problem or an addiction?
I mean, I've kind of gone back and forth with this. Probably, but I also find like addiction in itself is a very gray situation, because there are people that are literally physically dependent on
Mm.
substances.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely was not that, like not even close. I knew what I was doing wrong for sure. I don't know, it was also a choice.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like sometimes, like when we speak on addiction, or we talk about recovery in that way, it's almost like we don't have a choice. Like some people don't have a choice, but I absolutely did have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I chose poorly. You know? I can look back, like hindsight is 2020. I can be like, "Oof, yeah, poor choice there. Whoopsie daisy." You know? And but like the good thing, and being honest with yourself and like acknowledging that is like, okay, so let's make another choice.
Yeah.
Maybe it will work out, maybe it won't, but then we can also make another choice after that too. I also think that, and you know, I kind of spoke on a little bit like, oh, I don't think I would be here if I had a child. I wasn't suicidal by any means, and I don't think that my drinking was life or death. So I don't know. I mean, it's a gray area. It's a
Yeah.
gray kind of word and a gray label. I will say that identifying that way hasn't helped me or hurt me.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
it's kind of like either way, you
I
know?
got you. I got you. No,
Yeah.
100%. Now you being in LA and being in the DJing and the party scene, and being in entertainment. I'm an entertainer. I'm a stand-up comedian, actor. Been doing this shit since I was fucking 15 years old. I've been acting since I was 15, been doing stand-up comedy for 17 years. So I
Love it.
understand that the entertainment industry is probably one of the drunkest drug induced industries that we can ever be in. Like this shit is
Mhm.
extremely like toxic. So how did everybody treat you when you stopped drinking and when you stopped going out and when you stopped partying? And what was the hardest test that you had to face, during all of this? Like what did you have to go through?
Yeah, I mean, listen, those relationships were used to fill certain needs, right? I, being a DJ, had a booth and had bottle service at every gig. That's just the name of the game. And so the people who were after that hung around for that.
Yeah.
That's that's it. That's all. Um and you kind of really got to be realistic, and like it isn't personal. Like you said, when you were out there, you were out for numero uno, right? You were the first priority. And the same for these people. Big fucking deal.
Yeah.
That's not my problem. I don't take that personally. We were also like, that was the capacity of our relationships. Like at that time I wasn't looking for anything deep. I wasn't looking for any meaningful connections. Like whatever. Just wasn't again, my priority.
So you never really
So
you never really made friends out like when you were like you didn't have like
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, like I have friends. I don't know, like, would I wanna hang out with them now?
Yeah.
Not really.
Oh,
I can take it or leave it, like, I don't know.
I feel you. I totally
Yeah.
understand. There's
I find it's easy to make friends. It's much harder, and I don't need these type of relationships as often because I have like 2 or 3 people who fit the bill, and like that's their position. I'm not necessarily looking for like deep, meaningful connections right now anyways. I think, and I'm just being like super, super honest and super like blunt.
I want to take a second, man, and take a look at my DMs, because a lot of you guys have been DMing me, asking me about some sobriety questions, and just want to, take a little gander real quick. All right, cool. So look, the first DM I'd pull up literally is, how do you reduce alcohol cravings? Like, how do you help, stop your alcohol cravings? And I'm glad you asked that question, man. This is a great tool to help, and it is called OR Health, OAR Health, and it is a company that provides an effective medication to stop the urge to drinking. All right, if you have any type of alcohol issues or drinking issues, this pill can help you subside those urges. It is FDA approved. Perfect for anybody that is trying to wean themselves off of alcohol use. Now, if you think this applies to you, go visit Our Health and type in the code SOBERAF to 71017 and join the 50,000 other Our Health members that are trying to control their cravings. Now let's get back to Finally Sober.
I only need like 2 or 3 people for that.
Yeah.
And I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm not about quantity. I have acquaintances, I have like friends, but like those lifers, those people who know your darkest shit. Like my mom just passed recently, like really unexpected. You want to know who's going to show up for you?
Yeah.
That is a test of all tests.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. I
Yeah.
truly sorry. Did you find clarity? Like, are you getting that clarity that you don't need these people, and are you getting that from being sober? Like, once sobriety started to actually flow into your life and your body started to change and your mind started to clear up and things like that, is that when that clarity kicked in and said, I don't need anybody that does not want to be a part of my life or does not want, I don't need them. Like, because that's what happened to me. Clarity hit and I was like, oh, I am good with this. I'm good with this little bit of pocket that I'm good with that. And I missed out on the time that I should have given these people to these people. Is that when you got your clarity? Is when you got sober?
Yeah, totally. And I mean, it's always changing. I feel like I'm always getting deeper and deeper. I've just celebrated 9 years. So, it's like, thank you.
Let's go.
This isn't just overnight, right? Like this is a long, long time. And I think just life and stuff that happens along the way, like, like death of parents, aging, our bodies changing. We hear about it, but we absolutely never expect it to happen to us, right? Yeah. Never. We're never getting older. Like, get a life. But like when it does, you kind of look around and you're like, oh, okay, I don't need quantity. Right? Like I was always kind of like a size queen before, like more friends, more everybody. I'm like more stuff, more money, more cars, like more headache.
More headache. Say it louder. Good Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, like simple is so nice and so sweet because trust me, you think you have shit figured out right now, but when like shit gets hard, you're gonna want stuff to be simple, streamlined. Less is more.
100%.
Definitely.
Now you said 9 years of sobriety, man. That is in the, in the Black community, when somebody's older than us, we call them unk, or we call them auntie. You know what I mean? So in the sobriety community, you auntie in the sobriety community, man. That's dope. That is
Thanks.
super
I love
dope.
that.
Yeah. In 9 years, when did you start a Sober Girls Guide? When did that idea come to mind? Because it feels like Sober Girls Guide is like a fashion, lifestyle magazine. Like it's a whole thing. Like, where did you get that idea from? Why did you want to start a sober girl's guide? And you know what I'm saying? Like, what talk to me now.
Yeah, I bet you're like not really getting, you know, it's very different, like very opposing things. Like me talking about my past being like pretty dark and pretty scary, and you're like, but then you look at a sober girl's guide and it's like bright and sunny and
Yes,
cute, and
yeah.
and that's exactly how it's designed.
Okay.
Because, and I'll tell you that, because if I kept looking for like resources when I was trying to get sober, and everything was like a muted shade of gray. It was like sage green or like muted gray blues, and you're like, right away, no, like absolutely no, right? Like that doesn't give me hope. That doesn't give me motivation. I'm a visual person. Like I want to get going.
Yeah.
And because like if I were to really market sobriety, the reality of what you go through and the shit that like happens, no one would touch it with a 10-foot pole, right?
Hell no.
No, they'd be like, ew, ugh. Like exactly what I was doing, right? And so I'm like, okay, we need to flip the script. We need to like, and this is the time I was really trying to go to AA. I was really trying to like, okay, everyone says this is working for them, but like the shit's not working for me. What am I doing wrong? And I figured out like I wasn't doing anything wrong. There was just like, that's just not the way my brain works. That's not how I'm motivated. And so that A Sober Girl's Guide was basically created out of that, like something that I really wanted, you know, like I think deep down inside, no matter what I was going through in my drinking days that like seemed to be really dark and dismal, to be honest, I truly like as a person, I am a sober girl's guide. Like I am really bright. I am really fun and like cheerful, and like that is just who I am.
Yeah.
I think my drinking phase and that journey was just it. Like it was a phase. It wasn't my true identity. It wasn't who I truly am. And if you met me during those periods, those years, I'm sorry. But, you know, I apologize. But that is not truly who I am. And you know, unfortunately, I had to hurt myself and a couple people on the way to really truly figure that out and really crack myself out of that shell, if you will. But I like literally like look at my water bottle. Like this is me. Like this is a sober girl's guide. Like all the colors, like yes. You know, it really truly is me, and it's not, I don't know, it's not a brand. I mean, it is a brand, but it comes from a place of being very myself.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it started. I love like who doesn't love a sunny day? Who doesn't love a blue sky?
Hello.
Yeah, so I just kind of really leaned into that and really just was like, what would I want to see? What would be attractive to me? Again, I am a very visual person, and that's just visually how A Sober Girl's Guide came together. And then like the coaching aspect, I was also trying to look at ways to retire from DJing. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'm playing other people's music for a living. It's not super fulfilling, not really like hitting the purpose box. And I really wanted to help other people and speak to other women who were trying to do the same thing I was and maybe wasn't being successful with AA or other like programs. I mean, at the time, 9 years ago, it's a long time ago, for especially for like this community and stuff. Like, at the time, AA was the only option. And so it feels really shitty to not like fit into that box, to not fit into an AA box. And you're like, hey, well, what am I doing wrong? Why am I bad? Am I like, again, a shitty person?
Yeah.
Am I not like getting along or like resonating with any people in meetings, like maybe I should just keep drinking.
Yeah, come on now.
And I
Oh my
did.
God. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I was like, oh, I went to a couple meetings. I'm like, oh, haven't been arrested yet. Keep on going. Haven't hit all these, like you said, like rock bottoms or milestones that seem to like catapult people into sobriety. So what do I do? Right? That's why I really like to stress that I think, changing your relationship with alcohol is a very gray area. And it's really hard if you're not having those like super extreme benchmarks in your life to be a catalyst of change. But maybe you're just like, I don't know, I use wine to like relax at night. I don't love that I do that, but nothing horrible has happened, so why would I change that?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And why would you change that? Well, you're missing the huge point. You know that it's not good for you. You know it's not something that you necessarily want to be doing.
I want to take a second, man, and take a look at my DMs, because a lot of you guys have been DMing me, asking me about some sobriety questions, and just want to take a little gander real quick. All right, cool. So look, the first DM I pull up literally is, how do you reduce alcohol cravings? Like, how do you help, stop your alcohol cravings? And I'm glad you asked that question, man. This is a great tool to help, and it is called OR Health, OAR Health, and it is a company that provides an effective medication to stop the urge to drinking. All right, if you have any type of alcohol issues or drinking issues, this pill can help you subside those urges. It is FDA approved. Perfect for anybody that is trying to wean themselves off of alcohol use. Now, if you think this applies to you, go visit Our Health and type in the code SOBERAF to 710-710 and join the 50,000 other Our Health members that are trying to control their cravings. Now let's get back to Finally Sober.
But we don't pay attention to that, right? And especially like if you go to a doctor, they're going to be like, well, how many drinks have you had? Or how many drinks a week? They try and like make it a logical equation when really our relationship with alcohol is emotional.
Yeah. Oh, talk to him.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And that's why it is so, and usually it's hitting not just one emotional need, right? It's hitting a couple. And that's why it's so terrifying and like, oh, do I really need to quit? Like, am I being dramatic? That's why it's so hard to walk away from it.
Yeah.
Because it's emotional. We
agree.
know alcohol's bad for us. Like, duh. It's not doing anything good. You and I could sit here and go back and forth and list statistics all day long. But if it's an emotional connection, that shit is going to go out one ear and out the other.
Facts.
Doesn't matter.
Facts.
So,
now,
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's it. That's all I got.
So
I'll get off my soapbox.
Listen, I understand why you're a coach now, because I feel it.
You're like,
I hear it.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Put me in, coach.
Yeah, for real. But no, man. So you started the Sober Girls Guide, and then you went on to make an app, which I thought was very interesting, called The Best Day. Now, first of all, how does the scoring system work on this app? First of all, like, how does that work? Let me run me through that real quick, and then we'll get into the app.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll kind of back it up a little bit and like how the app kind of came to be. So before my mom passed literally on Christmas Day, like literally the worst possible scenario happened with losing my mom. And like at the time I had 8 years, I was good, quote, good, right? But losing a parent, especially when it's unexpected, is horrible. It's the worst thing someone can go through, like point blank. Mm-hmm. And so I had in the works been working on this app, and I was in the midst of testing it while I was going through losing my mom and dealing with grief and dealing with all the aftermath of this, all of this stress. And I really put this app to the test. So to answer your question, the score is generated from your daily check-ins. So every day you're going to have a daily check-in, and it's going to hit certain biomarkers. So your sleep, your mood, your energy levels, your craving levels. So it's going to, you fill that out. It's very simple, very quick, like 5 seconds. Do a just daily check-in. And also, like, it's building awareness, right? So I found while I was moving through grief and literally just trying to survive, I would have to stop. I would have to pause and, again, be honest with myself of like where I'm at. You know, like, where is my energy level today? How did I sleep? Not great.
Yeah.
You're dealing with grief. It is not good, right? And so pausing and really building awareness around these key, they're very simple, right? But these key biometrics, they power you. They help you make decisions. They show you where your energy levels are at. And you only have a finite amount of energy per day. That's it. Doesn't make you better. It doesn't make you worse than anyone else. But that's just what you got. That's just what you're working with. But if you're really stressed out, if you're dealing with grief, I'm going to tell you right now, your energy levels are going to dip dramatically. And that is at a prime time for relapse to come into your life, right? Because all your defenses are down. You don't really have energy to, first of all, think straight, to say no, to be logical with yourself. And so what the score does is, like, when you go through and fill out your daily check-in, it generates a score. So it doesn't just like go away. It gives you a score, and it tells you, depending on your score, where you're at today. You know, like, should you just chill out? Should we take a breather? Like, don't push it. I'm telling you, like, my scores were in the 50s, on my best days 60s. That's not great.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And especially if you are running a business, if you have other people that you're responsible for, you're doing the bare minimum. But this visual, having something with a score attached to it, a numbers don't lie, right? It's not subjective. It's not like, oh, well, I feel like a 50 is fine. No. and visually, like, a 50 will be surrounded by red and yellow, and it's like warning you. It's like, okay, pump the brakes, bro. Like, don't be a hero today. You don't have it because you don't have it in you right now, and that's okay. And here's what we're going to do instead. So, like, this app, like I said, I really put it through the ringer because it just really worked. It helped me really slow down and build that awareness of what I'm actually capable of dealing with, which wasn't a lot. Yeah. My scores are much better today.
Hello.
But, again, grief and stress, it's 2026. We're all stressed out, right? We're all going to have stressful situations. But taking the time, taking the pause to do a daily check-in with yourself, see where you're at, and then, like, act accordingly. That's it. That's all you got to do. But it helps you, really shows you in numbers and where you're at, and helps predict when cravings and triggers can arrive. So yeah, that's how you get your score.
That is. So I've tried multiple apps when it comes to the sobriety shit. All right. And a lot of these apps fucking suck. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Fucking suck.
Okay, wait. What do you think sucks about them? I'm curious.
Well, they don't give. I don't feel like I'm receiving, not necessarily help, because I don't think I need help from an app, but I don't necessarily like. Okay, so the streaks, like so. I forgot the name of the app that I downloaded when I first got sober, but it was like you just signed in and every day you just check in and that was it. They didn't give you no motivational talks, no nothing. It was just you just check in. I'm sober today. Boom. Granted, it's up to your own moral compass to tell the truth. You know what I mean? But I told the truth about it about every day I was sober, but it didn't give me anything else other than, hey, you're 5 days sober. Hey, you're 7 days sober. Hey, you hit this milestone of 20 days sober. That was it. There was no, hey, here's a Bible verse for you to, to make you feel good today. Or, hey, here's something that you could do today besides drinking. Or, hey, here is, here's a life coach that you can go listen to. Here's a podcast. Nothing. It was just strictly, hey, show your friends that you've been sober for X amount of days. That's cool. Totally get it.
It's vanity metrics,
bro. Dude, and I get it, and I get it. That's amazing, but I needed more. I wanted more. I wanted to feel like that. I wanted to feel like the app was my therapist a little bit. You know what I mean? Sure. Like, I wanted to feel like me and this app were connecting on like it was a secrecy that I had the app, and only me and the app knew what I was going through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I didn't get that from other apps, but the way you're explaining what you got makes it seem like I'm actually checking in with my words, and I'm actually checking in with how I'm feeling, and I'm actually checking in with how did I sleep? Yeah, this is so some people have never written in a diary before a day in their life. This is a chance for you to write down your feelings. I think it's amazing.
I mean, yes and no. So
okay.
The check-ins are a little more streamlined. So they're on like a scale of like 1 to 5. So you get to choose like, I mean, you also get to choose like the feelings are emojied. So it's like happy, sensitive, sad, anxious, a couple range of emotions, right? And then like the sleep and other habit forming stuff is a slider. So from 0 to 5 on the scale, where are you at in those? But we do have, and I think this is really unique because I, like you, I have not found any apps that do this or kind of gave me that community feel. Is our community, we have a live community chat. Men and women are segregated. So men will chat with men, women will chat with women. And the reason why, first, liability. I love you guys, but stop sending weird pictures. You're killing me.
So like, sober doesn't mean you're weird. Doesn't mean you're not weird.
Yeah. I mean, we're all weird. That's why we're here. But like, don't shut down my app because you keep sending dick pics. Anyways. And also, I think, from a woman's perspective, like, I want to chat with girls because women have different issues that arise for us, at different stressors than men. And the same with men. I'm sure you guys view and experience the world very differently too. So wouldn't you want to be around a group of peers who feel the same way and, can do something about it?
1,000%.
Yeah. So we have a live chat feature. And then, when you get your score generated after your check-in, you do get, according to your score, a little daily prompt and then something like a habit to do. So it'll kind of give you a little bit of homework to do for yourself. Very simple, very easy lifting, nothing crazy, but just a little something like a little nudge and just kind of showing you like that someone is out there and someone's caring and they hear you, they see where you're at, they see your score. And this is maybe a little something, a little push in the right direction, a little launch off of that.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. Okay. You sold me, Jessica. You sold me. The Best Day app, I will be downloading ASAP because I haven't had a sobriety app on my phone since that bad taste in my mouth of all the other ones. So this is
it also looks really cute. Like it's also very visually appealing. The colors are very like it's a feast. It's nice to look at, which I found during research. I'm like, oof, this is like from 1992. Like, what is happening? This is like vintage in all the wrong ways. And like, yeah, I mean, it's hard, right, to design an app and to get that executed properly. But I find ours is really great. I've gotten really great feedback from both men and women, and that was like a pain point for me. I love my women, right? I love my girls, but I also love my men, and I want to also provide a tool for them too, because I know a lot of guys are struggling and maybe don't relate to the whole bro cold plunges, rah, carnivore diet,
Yeah.
extreme broness. So this is something, yeah, for both men and women to essentially just live your best day.
Yeah.
That's all we really want, right?
That's
Like
it. That's it.
at whatever capacity that is.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
1000%. Now you're
Yeah.
so being the face of Sober Girls Guide and the Best Day app. How do you protect your own mental when all these people are looking for you? Because you're a coach too, they're looking for you for their own breakthroughs. But who's checking on you? Like, how do you protect your own mental health?
Oof, that's a good one. I mean, I definitely am not on social media a lot. I schedule out a lot of stuff, a lot of
Hello.
content. You have to, right? Like I just physically can't be on there because I have other responsibilities. Like I have other back end stuff to take care of. Um I also just think like it's just the internet. At the end of the day, like I you just really have to I'm also in the midst of like building community in different ways, like in-person community. I will say if we're going to get specific on people in my life, my cousin is the best person in the world. We're 3 days apart. We have literally grown up together, but over the course of, being 40 years old, we have kind of like grown apart. And one really cool thing that's happened because of my mom's passing is we have gotten very close. And I have something really cool to like talk about that we're doing together, and it's part of Best Day. So I during the midst, again, grief is wild. Who knows what the hell happens? But anyways, magic is kind of in the air. And being reconnected with my cousin. My cousin is just so stable, so calm, very supportive, but also like very honest, and would be very honest. Not I wouldn't even say brutally honest, because you don't need to be brutal to be honest. But I just respect anything she says, and I really admire her. And so I had this idea to buy a 1970s trailer. Like
Okay.
a Yeah, I know. It sounds wild, right?
Okay.
Um I was just, in the midst of my not sleeping,
Yeah.
um get that on my score. I was on Facebook Marketplace, and I was looking at like drink trailers and stuff like that, and like coffee trailers, because like that's like a big trend right now. And I'm like, yeah, but like I want to do like a non-alcoholic trailer, like a bar. And so I kid you not, I found the most gorgeous, cutest little 1970s vintage trailer that a family had bought for their daughter's wedding. They have gutted it. They were also like Mennonites, so they don't drink.
Okay.
So it was actually a non alcoholic bar. Like it's just wild, right? So they had gutted this trailer, completely redone all the electrical, like plumbing. It's really expensive to do that stuff. And they had turned this into a bar.
So are you gonna wait? Did you buy you wait? Tell me
I
you bought
bought it.
this.
Yeah. So my cousin, I was just like talking to my cousin about it. I'm like, am I crazy? Like, should I buy this? And like, I want to be like running around in the summer and parking this thing and doing like pop-ups. Yeah, like like a non-alcoholic bar. And she's like, oh yeah, and you could do this, da, da, da. And then I'm like, well, do you want to do it with me? Like, do you want to partner with me? And she's like, Yeah, I do. Yeah, so we bought the trailer. We are literally just waiting for our health inspection, and we are doing a non-alcoholic mobile bar.
Dude, congratulations. That
Thanks.
sounds dope.
And it's
Now
going to be
driving on
called,
down to Atlanta.
yeah, and it's going to be called Best Day. So it's going to be kind of like a marketing extension of the app. I'm a huge proponent of showing people as opposed to just telling people. Again, we could sit here and be like, yeah, sobriety is super fun and da da da.
Yeah.
Da. But like, why don't we just show them? Why don't we
Facts.
show them?
Facts.
So that's what we're doing. I'm showing people, and especially during the spring and summer when, that the warmer weather is very triggering and you just want to be on a patio drinking a beer, well, just be on a patio and drink or non-alcoholic drinks.
Yeah. I
Just
like
do
that.
that. Now you have no excuse.
No excuse.
You sober curious people, you have no
Exactly.
excuse.
Exactly. Oh man. I want to switch gears for a second. I know
Mhm.
we've been talking about the passing of your mom, and that is like, I mean, I still have my mom, so I don't know how you feel. And, everybody deals with things differently. And I know when I was in my addiction, the way I dealt with anything bad happened to me is my first thought is, where can I go get a bag? How can I get drunk? How can I get blackout? This, that, the goods, the bads, the ugly. I need something to drink or I need something to do. So
Yeah.
that is probably one of the lowest points in your life. How did you deal with it without that safety net of alcohol and drugs? How did you do that?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's not even 3 months, so I'm still in it very much. And I feel like I am going to be in it like for the rest of my life. You know, some days are good, some days are absolute shit and like you can't get out of bed or you can't get off the couch. Um and that's kind of it. I don't really have any secret sauce right now. I just know that drinking is absolutely not the answer. Drinking will literally make everything 10 times harder and worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to bring my mom back. It's not going to numb this pain. It's just not.
Yeah.
You just got to cry. You just got to like let it out. You just got to go for walks at night and cry in front of strangers and make them super awkward and see how they react.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Test people, see what people are made of, cry in front of them.
Oh, 1000%. See if they cry back. Just fall in somebody's arms and just cry one day and just see if they cry back,
Oh yeah.
Like, I think I had a moment when I got sober and I was going through something, and I just went to, I forgot who it was, man. I was at the comedy club, just finished doing a set. Set was terrible. And bruh, I was just in it. I was like in full emotions. And I went to the manager of the club, and me and this manager, we're cool, but we're not like I hug you cool.
Yeah.
And I just went over to him and I just hugged him and I fell to my knees and I started crying. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He was like,
yeah.
telling me what the fuck is wrong with me made me laugh enough to get back up on my feet and be like, bruh, you don't know, I just needed that for that little bit of moment that you gave me. I appreciate you giving that to me. Like, he was like, bro, don't you ever fucking hug me again. But also I love you, and anything that you're going through, I got you. So I do, yes. Those I hope that your situation gets much better. I hope that your mind gets much better. I hope that your soul heals. I hope that your mind heals. I hope that everything heals for you and you can continue through life and continue helping other people out. Because I mean, your mission is not complete. So,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I really feel like, Best Day is, God, really, like I said, it really helped me to like take that pause, really check in with myself. Like, what am I actually capable of? because like if you don't check yourself, like you're gonna wreck yourself.
Yeah.
Right? That's just it. Like you gotta be honest. You gotta be straight with yourself. You gotta be honest with yourself. Like if you can't be honest with yourself, who can you be honest with?
Come on, man. I
You
mean,
can't.
I think I've lied to myself more in my addiction than I've lied to myself ever in life.
Yeah.
Lie after lie after lie. Hey, no, you're not addicted. Or hey, no, you're not drunk. Or hey, no,
Yeah.
this is okay to sleep with this person. Or hey, it's like, nah, dog, nah, bro, that's not it at all, dog.
No.
That
No.
is not it at all.
Not cute.
Not at
cute.
all. Not at
No.
all.
Yeah.
My producer, my guy Jason, he told me that you recently spoke with Sandra Vergara.
Yeah.
Is that how you say her last name?
Vergara.
Vergara.
Yes.
About the sobriety in the limelight. So,
Yeah.
which is so as a former DJ and now a public figure, how do you handle the sober tax? You know, that feeling that you have to be on high energy all the time when everybody, you know, like you don't have that liquid courage to back you up anymore. Like I have that now to where I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta still be Ronndell regardless of if I'm drunk anymore. How do you do that?
Yeah. I mean, again, I think being honest with yourself and like what you're capable with and what actually recharges you. For me, I mean, I can see you, and maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like you having interactions and interviews and being able to be on stage, it looks like that fuels you.
Yes.
Is that right?
Tremendously.
Okay. Yeah. Not so much me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I really love creating. I love learning. Like I'm a huge nerd. I love taking tests. Like who
That is such a weird
Yes. Yeah. We had to take like our food safe test for our trailer, right? And I was like on the phone with my cousin, like, I love this. Like, do you want me to do your test? She's like, you're nuts. But like that's like that adrenaline gets me going. I love that shit.
Okay.
Right? Like these little bursts of stress. Yes, delicious. And knowing that I can handle like little bursts of stress is awesome. Like there's gonna be a finish line to this stress. But not knowing and just being in infinitely like in space of stress. No.
Okay.
Or too long, like maybe too much socializing or too much like being on or too much podcast interviews or making too much content. Yeah, that doesn't it drains me as opposed to like maybe it fuels you.
It does.
So yeah, just paying attention to that is just kind of how I navigate it. Again, it's an energy thing. It's like how much gas do I have in a tank for this?
Yeah, my energy, it does. Where I lose energy at is when I'm not on stage or if I'm not in front of a camera, if I'm not, but I'm just like in a social setting. Oh my God, my energy depletes immediately. I tell my fiance all the time, hey, we got an hour where we're going, and then it's time to wrap it up. Let's head back to the house. She's like, but you know, like people see me on camera and they see me on TV and they see me doing stand and they think I'm just like this all the time. And it's the total opposite. I get my fuel on, like you said, only when I'm on stage or when I'm in front of a camera. Once all that shit shuts down, please don't talk to me.
Yeah. Do you like being alone? Like, do you enjoy being alone with yourself?
I love my alone time.
Oh my God, me too. I'm the
what's
coolest person to hang out with.
What's wild is though, Jessica, before I got sober, I thought that I didn't like being alone. I was like,
same.
I love people. I love to be around people. No, I'm a people person. I'm this, that, and the third. But come to find out, I really don't enjoy people as much as I thought I did. I am a people's person still, but I just don't enjoy people as much as I thought. That's like what I'm starting to understand. Like, oh shit, I really don't fuck with a lot of people like I thought. I'm good friends with a lot of people, but I don't like everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's okay.
So, it is.
Yeah, rock on.
Exactly. So here at Finally Sober, we have come to the end. First, before we finish up, I want to tell you thank you for one, for being vulnerable, two, for being transparent, and three, for allowing me to just have this conversation with you and just be ourselves and let you, and and you being yourself with me. Absolutely incredible conversation. I love talking to you. I wouldn't tell you that right now.
Thank you. Well, thank you
Yes,
for having me on here.
yes,
I hope I
yes.
didn't scare you by shedding a couple tears.
No, 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 no. That's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. But before we go, I like to lighten the mood up and just play a little game called Would You Rather. I know you've played Would You Rather.
Okay.
So this is
Yeah, give it to me.
Finally Sober edition. Would you rather? Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so would you rather be remembered as the person who made sobriety cool but never helped someone stay sober long term, or be the person who saved thousands of lives but remained completely anonymous and broke?
I mean, I'll be fine with being anonymous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, would you rather be the person who saved thousand lives but remain completely anonymous and broke, or give a 10-minute speech about sobriety at an ex's wedding?
I mean, like I said, I'm a lesbian. We're all friends with our exes. I'll take the wedding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Would you rather give a 10-minute speech about sobriety at an ex's wedding, or be given $20 million, but you lose your entire community for a sober girl's guide?
How much? 20 million?
20 million.
Yeah, 20 million. Because I can start another one even faster and quicker.
She
Easy.
said, no, she said, how much again? 20 million? Yeah, we're going to go with the 20 million.
Yeah. Oh my God. The things, even if I put in like $1 million of that, we would have the best goddamn community. And yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
unfortunately, like we need money.
Yeah.
That's just it. And that's, there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
But
1000%.
yeah, 20 million all day.
I like to wrap this up with a sober 60. I want to give you a sober 60. Now, a sober 60 is, I want you to tell your younger self something, and I also want you to give some type of advice to the people out there that are going through sobriety, thinking about getting sober, or just like literally just need help with finding who they are. So this is your sober 60. You can talk to your younger self, really dive deep. And I'm excited to hear yours. So here is your sober 60. Are you ready?
Let's go.
And go.
Okay. I think I would say to my younger self, stop worrying. Everything is already kind of determined for you. No matter how ridiculous you think that is, there's already some kind of pathway that's carved and shaped for you that is there to protect you and help you. You're never gonna fail. I know you're like terrified to be broke and on the streets, but that's not gonna happen for you. You're protected. You're good. But just be a little smarter, like learn a little quicker. I know you're a natural blonde, but like, yeah, just make those harder decisions a little quicker. Stop trying to justify and rationalize everything. Okay, to anyone listening who is maybe thinking or going through a sober journey right now, I would say start with a week. Start with 3 or 4 days. Don't think about a month. Don't think about the F word, which is forever. Just chunk it down. Try a weekend. Try a couple of days. Set yourself up for success is what I guess I'm trying to say. Whatever that looks like for you. And take it from there. Because before you know it, 3 or 4 days, a week turns into 2 weeks. 2 weeks turns into a month. A month turns into 6 months, and 6 months turn into a year. Take it, chunk it down. That's it.
Yay! Yes. Oh man. Again, Jessica, thank you. And everybody out there that is watching this, please, if you're going through sobriety and you're thinking about getting sober, man, go get the Best Day app, because I know I just downloaded it as we were sitting here. So
Yeah, it's free right now too.
Oh, you got to pay for. Oh, okay. So I got it. Okay,
Yeah,
I got it
it's
before
free.
you went up through the roof. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
I'm in
Yeah.
the cool kid club.
You are.
Again, Jessica, thank you so much. I really enjoyed our conversation. I mean, tremendously enjoyed it. You are an angel. I mean, you're amazing, man. You're amazing.
Thank you.
You're amazing. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. This has been Finally Sober, man. You guys have a good time. Peace.